Hi everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do our Wednesday live mini readings. I'm really excited to connect. The energies, they're kind of back and forth lately, and I just really want to be able to connect with my peeps. I'm going to give it a few minutes to let some people join in. Um, I know Kara, she's been waiting on it. She thought yesterday was Wednesday, and she's like, I was wondering why you weren't on tonight. But no, guys, today is Wednesday, and it is our Wednesday live mini readings. So, um, yeah, I definitely want to pull a collective message, so I'm going to wait for a few people to get in here before I do that. But I really hope that everyone is doing well. I just heard the notification go off, so hopefully a few people will be in here shortly. And, just a few things that I've noticed, like a lot of stuff is coming up. Um, and I don't want to give it too much attention. I do feel like this whole coronavirus does need to be taken seriously. We need to be taking the necessary precautions, but at the same time, we don't need to be feeding the fear into it because, then it just creates more fear. Wherever we're putting our intention and our focus is obviously going to manifest more of that, correct? So I really wanted to put the intention into just bringing the tribe together, bringing the love in, having that place of solitude and community, and allowing us to just let go and forget all of this craziness for a little bit. Hey, Renee. Hey, Brooke. But really, that's my intention for tonight is just to put all of the craziness aside, even just for a little while, and allow us all to come together and really just be in our beautiful community of energy and loving support. So, hey, Danny. Um, but I do want to say, like, especially when it comes to, like, I mean, really think about it, guys. This is the ultimate purge of Gaia. We know that this is part of the healing process. I mean, I know there's a lot of chaotic stories and a lot of things to take the distraction or to create a distraction from what's really going on in this world. But look at the way that, Gaia is healing herself with all the emissions stopping and just the normal chatter of this planet. Like things that used to stop. Like there is an article that I read about certain canals where dolphins and swans used to play, and because there was so much traffic and so much pollution because of it being busy, that the normal habitat wasn't being created for these animals, so they ended up leaving and now they're starting to come back. So it's certain things like that where we are giving room for nature to do the necessary healing and create the space for things to get back to normal, to Gaia's normal. And I think that's really beautiful. But also, with that being said, all of us being in isolation, and a lot of us are having to be at home in quarantine or, self isolation and all of that stuff, it can bring up a lot of stuff that normally we have a lot of distractions keeping up with the busy pace of life, that there could be a lot of things that are coming up for you that's going to create some frustration, some things that you probably wouldn't even have addressed or acknowledged because of your busy lifestyle. And I just want to tell everyone to create that space for yourself. I know it's not always easy, but even personally, I've noticed that, like, as soon as I'm waking up, things that I have been getting nudges about, but not quite addressing or facing as deeply as I normally do, have been coming up. Like, as soon as I'm opening my eyes, and I'm like, what is going on? But I also have to use my discernment because of the fact that I am so connected to the collective energy that sometimes these things that are happening in the collective energy present themselves to me as personal things. So really use your discernment, use your honesty, be gentle with yourself in this process, and understand it's not just us that are going through this, but Gaia is going through this, the world is going through this, and you're absolutely not alone when it comes to things that are being brought up for release. And that's really what it is. It's to create that natural state of balance and harmony again. And yes, this year has been quite rough, but we also have to understand that 2020 is laying the foundation for the next decade. Okay, so whatever you want to transmute, whatever you want to heal, whatever you want to attract, this is the time to be doing it. And now that we are being forced to get rid of all the distractions, this is a really good time to really set your intentions, set your goals, do your visualizations. I'm really glad that my friend Erin from Charleston had invited me to do a 21-day abundance course. So, she's sending us meditations and visualization skills every single day, and we have to hold ourselves accountable or we get booted out. Hold yourself accountable and use this time wisely. Okay. Hi, Jalissa. Hi, Christina. Cynthia. I got both Christinas in the house. Hey, guys. I love y'all so much, and I'm really glad that y'all are here. So, that's just a few updates of what I've been noticing in the collective as well. And y'all know me, I like to give just some feedback of what I've been noticing every Wednesday, and then I'll pull a collective message. But if you would like a personal reading, the way that I've been doing it, and I really like doing it this way because it gives everyone an opportunity, is doing the $20 VIP and then having a free one card pull. So, again, like Ramblin' Mike says, cheers instead of fears. I say peace over chaos. The choice is yours. Choose wisely, my friends. And there are a lot of timeline shifts right now, and this is why we have to choose wisely of what we want to put our focus into. And really, it's giving us an opportunity to really look at where our life or where our energy is in disconnection, so that we can shift back into a more positive focus for our life. So, but yeah, if anyone does want to get a reading tonight, the $20 VIP, I currently do not have anyone on the list, and that's okay too. But if you want to guarantee a reading, $20 donation to the PayPal link down below in the description box, and I'm sure one of my lovely moderators will be putting it in the comments too. But in order to get on that list, once I receive your payment, I'll let you know that I received it. I'll put your name on the list, and I will go down accordingly. And if we don't, then I'll pull some free one card pulls after I get done with the collective energy. But I really want to pull a collective message just to kind of see what's going on, what do we need to be focused on, where do we need to be setting our intention, and hopefully you'll get some clarity either way. So we're gonna start there, my friends. Let's go ahead and pull this collective energy first. We're gonna start with the Messenger Oracle. Yep, time to reflect. Okay. So, especially with this time that we have, right? Like a lot of us are being kind of forced out of our normal routines, and it's giving us an opportunity to realize where our energy leaks are, what do we need to kind of be focusing more on in order to shift our power in a more positive direction, and figure out where you've been leaning more into distractions and how you've been kind of giving your precious time away, right? So, oh, thank you. All right, Christina, thank you for that. What did I do with my pen? But this is also a time to realize, like, if a lot of you have been feeling stagnant and prior to all of this chaos going on, and you're looking for a clear direction, The time to reflect is now. And this is going to give you that opportunity to shift in a more positive direction. It's going to give you the motivation that you need when things start getting back to normal, that you have that clear focus, realizing that the choice is yours. The choice of what you do, how you do it, who you bring along with you. Also, between choosing, it's about having faith and trust in the process, right? Sometimes it gets really scary when we make certain choices like, okay, I have been putting my goals and my dreams off long enough, and now it's time for me to start taking the necessary steps forward, right? And Spirit doesn't always ask you to just take the full energy and jump in, head first. Sometimes we got to take just one baby step at a time, whatever is most comfortable for you. But also at the same time, sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone and just start taking the necessary steps that you are being guided to take, right? Sometimes, and you gotta listen to yourself, sometimes you've been procrastinating so long, sometimes it's just time to leap, right? But then other times it's like they're telling you that you need to ease into the transition. So use your judgment wisely. But don't be afraid to go after what you have been called to do. And don't be afraid to step up to the plate, because you were destined to do this, right? And no matter how big or small, change is unavoidable. And sometimes, I feel like a lot of you have been receiving messages about certain lessons that have been coming up for you, whether that's with your relationships, with your coworkers, with your job. It's time to see the truth of the matter and what needs to change in your life. Face your fears as they come to you, okay? And don't be angry when things come up that, oh, they are calling me out, okay? You have been receiving messages about things that are out of alignment, right? And we've been kind of stuffing things down that we're too scared to face, right? Sometimes it's really hard to face things because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't want to overstep boundaries. We don't want to step on people's toes. So we end up suffocating our own voice in order to appease the situation, right? But they're asking you not to do that, because it's so much easier when, if we get triggered, take a few deep breaths, realign yourself, and then speak accordingly. Act accordingly, but do it without malice. Okay? Don't go into it angry. Don't go into it like, oh, you motherfucker, let's go ahead. Ding, ding, ding. No, that's not what they want, right? But they want you to stand up confidently for yourself, whether that is for a position, for a role, or, someone that you want to fight for, like energetically, whatever it is, okay? Don't be afraid to stand up for what you want in your life, but you don't have to go about it in a way that you have to like overthrow or dominate, right? It is simply just standing in your own power and not be afraid to either move in a different direction, say what needs to be said, and understand that when you move through this shadow period, you will see the clarity on the other side, right? And what is going? And that's what I'm saying, Cynthia. Yeah, a lot of us are getting quite a few upgrades right now. Elizabeth was writing in the comments the other day. She was having some tapping on her crown chakra, and like they clearly told me they're realigning and they're fixing things up in order to send her into a higher vibration. But I've been noticing a big shift in my third eye as well to help with my visualization skills, because I've kind of gotten out of my routine, and again the distractions, and just focusing on my other abilities. I haven't been using my visualization as well. So yeah, and it's because we start depending on our other abilities in certain ways that's more comfortable for us, right? So some of our other abilities that need to be opened up, and they're given us this opportunity to do so. But it's time to realize the power of your own creation and the life that you want, okay? Breaking outside of that shell and realizing just how much power you have in creation, right? So, um, let's see. Let's see what the Goddess Oracle has to say. What do you want to say about this, Spirit? What does tribe need to remember when it comes to the best of life that we so deserve? So yeah, a lot of this is about your creativity, okay? Um, some of us, and listen, I did it this morning too, and look what's on the bottom, leap of faith. So, this is about expression. It's all about expression and creativity right now. Um, but I was using music as a really good tool this morning because I was feeling a major shift happening, and music is so great. Listening to music, dancing it out, playing some sort of instrument, singing, whatever. Like if you feel like you have a hard time expressing yourself, singing or, like writing or just, even talking out loud, these are good ways to open up your throat chakra. Um, if you have a hard time with your solar plexus, dancing is a really good one. If you have a hard time with visualizing your future, painting, drawing, doing a vision board, all of these things are really good to stimulate the third eye. And if you have a hard time connecting, meditation, breath work, all these things, breath work's good for the throat chakra too. Yoga, yes, of course, yoga's good for getting any of the energy blocks. But yeah, there's actually a lot of you can find on YouTube as well, different yoga poses that, like, if you have a hard time with any one of your chakra systems, there are tons of yoga poses that will help create that energy flow for anything that you need to work on. But yeah, so yeah, I've been feeling that too. Like not necessarily dizziness, but it's almost like a lag in the energy. There's certain times where, which sometimes I just give in to the like need to rest, but the other day I was feeling it really hard, and but I felt restless at the same time. So I went and did yard work, and I cleaned and I burned, and burning stuff for me is very cleansing. I love fire, but cleaning up the yard and getting rid of the debris, like uncluttering. And I've been getting that feeling too, like needing to reorganize, clean things, start getting things in order here. And all of these things are things that we need to be paying attention to right now in order to create the space for that creativity and the energy to flow properly. Because let's all face, but this is really helping us express ourselves more and just finding a way that's going to help um, create more space for what's trying to come in. Okay, so what else? Receptivity. Okay, so everything that you're being lead to, anything that you are being led to right now, and start delegating's on the bottom. So, you know, don't try to do everything by yourself. Ask for guidance, ask for help, whatever you need to do, but also take the steps necessary in order to get in the mode of receiving, okay? Um, yep. So, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So, especially if, when it comes to receptivity, if you have been in the mode of like really looking for external resources to give you what you need, this is the time for you to really start focusing more inward and focusing on your connection with spirit and allowing the divine to give to you. This is a time to give to yourself, okay? So, cycles and rhythms, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. We've already talked about this, so you need to honor what your body and your emotions need at this time. Listen carefully, guys, and understand that right now we are all being guarded, we are all being protected, and there are spiritual entities in this world that love us to keep that faith, because there's divine passion that is coming through, that's erupting, right? Like all that stuff that we've been ignoring and building and pressure and all this, there's that release happening for us so that we can have that breakthrough that we all need, okay? So be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? That's the main message that we need to hear tonight, okay? So use this time to reflect, to gain that energy and that power that you need, and go after your heart's true desire, and don't let anything stop you, because this is the perfect time. I don't even care anymore. I really don't. It just is. So, whether we look like a psycho or not, gotta do what we gotta do. I don't care what I look like anymore. Alright. So, but yeah, I hope these messages resonate with y'all, and hopefully that gives you a little bit. Alright, so Christina's up first, and if you want to go ahead and post your question, babe, then, you know, we'll start pulling some one card pulls if no one else donates. But I thank you for your donation and your support. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, Sky Daddy. Oh, I love it. I love it. Whatever you have for me. Do what you do. You know I got you, girl. I got you. Okay. So they definitely want to start with the goddess guidance first. So what do we need to tell Christina today? Ooh. So golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So cycles and rhythms come up for you too. Okay. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Guinevere of true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love for you. And sorceress, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality with blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process. Do not give up. So what this is telling me is that there's a huge shift within your relationships and divine love that you are trying to manifest. All right. I feel like you need to pay really close attention to what your emotions and like what's being brought up for you right now, especially if there are any perceived negative emotions that are coming up. All of that is just helping us realize like what we need to transmute in order to prepare ourselves for that golden opportunity of when that divine love comes knocking on our door, so we can be like, what took you so long? You know what I'm saying? But we all know why it takes so long, because when you're working on yourself and you're preparing yourself for that kind of love, play. But there seems like there's definitely something in the works here, and it's something that you are creating. So it's time to get clear with what you really want and what that true love looks like, right? When you imagine your life, regardless of the who, the how, the when, like when you think about divine love and having that partner that is going to stand by your side for the test of time, right? What does it feel like? That's what we really need to pay attention to. And I've been using that a lot lately, like visualizing what it feels like to have someone that loves me so unconditionally that, you know, I don't have to tell them how to show up in my life. They just know, right? Someone that doesn't want to have to, um, you know, fight to be in my life, but just absolutely and entirely knows that this is it, right? Um, but isn't afraid to put in the work. Like, it's not always going to be unicorns and rainbows, and we have to understand that because life gets in the way, but you need to have someone by your side that you can trust, right? Someone that you can count on, someone that makes it worth it, right? So these are things that you need to really be focusing on, that like, what is it really that you are looking for when it comes to divine love, and what does that divine love feel like to you? And when those doors open up for you, walk through it. Don't be afraid, because let go of control issues. So allow the situation to unfold naturally. So whenever that door and that opportunity comes into play, okay, hey Sheila, um, you will know, because listen, very soon, and this is why they're preparing you and all this stuff is coming up for you, because again, true love is coming knocking on your door. So again, clearly decide what it is that you want so that it comes to you now, okay? And with the honeymoon card, it could be, you know, around the holidays, so maybe 4th of July. That's the next big holiday that I can think of that's coming up. Um, but it's also telling you, like, have faith that you are manifesting something so beautiful and so divine that you don't have to worry about trusting it when it comes in, because you know that you're manifesting that true divine connection, right? So let's see what we have here. So yeah, definitely work on your heart space while all this stuff is going on. Yeah, some free time. Easter, that's right, Easter. Easter's coming up. I always like so around this time of year and I see the honeymoon card, I'm always thinking water. When I think about boat and water, I'm always thinking about 4th of July. So, but yeah, could be Easter. So keep an eye out. But trust in timing. So let's see what we got going on here. So yeah, 6 of Wands, King of Swords, 9 of Wands, the Hierophant, Princess of Swords, 5 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like soon, especially with the King of Swords here, could be dealing with the air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We do have the moon here and the sun. Listen, okay, so this could be communication, because look what's on the bottom underneath that 3 of Wands, opportunity. Okay, so divine feminine, divine masculine energy here for sure. But what I'm kind of seeing with this is that there's going to be some sort of breakthrough, and someone who is more on the analytical side, I feel like, not only, especially if this is talking about divine feminine masculine energy, I feel like there's going to be some sort of conversation that comes up about how habits through traditional standards have been, like, blocking and creating this sense of competition within your love, right? Because, and I feel like that's why it's hard for them to commit, to commit to this energy, because it's the love that is shared is so like far out there, which, you know, I'm almost sensing that these are two different messages and two different types of energies, and this is why they really want you to be clear with what it is that you're trying to manifest, because the things that have stopped the union are the traditional habits and patterns and belief systems that have caused, it's what's created a lot of the conflict between y'all in the past. There's a lot of fire energy here, though. But I feel like whatever this I feel like he's going through some sort of breakthrough, um, and some sort of movement forward and realization of how these things have really blocked this union and how y'all have moved forward together. So, but especially of information about, um, you know, realization of an aha moment. I really feel that. And it's by you shifting your energy that you're allowing that as well. How is this whole situation with Christina leveling up going to help her manifest that divine love, that true love? Of course, you're going to go across the room. Make me work for it. Again, everything. Oh my gosh, I can't even reach that. Come here. Okay. So let's see how this all works out. Okay. So, I feel like, you know, especially with the process that y'all have been going through, I feel like a lot of this, of what's coming about, is realizing how, especially when it comes, there's a lot of past events that need to be forgiven, okay? That's blocking the abundance flow. This feeling of waiting, and this happening. And I have all these choices, but what's the right choice? What's going to bring me the most abundance? But yet I can't keep from coming back to this feeling of this didn't work out, this left, this failed, and it's not where I want it to be, right? So it's that attention keeps coming back to what needs to be addressed. Both of you are feeling it at this time and really scared to let go, and that's where the control issues are coming in. Both of you are trying to control what you're feeling, which, you know, only makes it matters worse. But I feel that this is a really good opportunity to look at things clearly for what they are and realize how the control factor or the traditional beliefs have really led you out of alignment, and forgive those behaviors and those past events so that you can come back to more of a pureness, to really hold that energetic space for the connection that you have. But I feel like that's really where it's going to help him come to this realization of where he's been so stubborn and where he has been lacking in the ability of feeling solid and stable for this connection. But with the Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords being here, I feel like this is also giving you an opportunity to see where you have been placing your energy that is unsatisfying, right? Like, if we keep going back to the same past events that really don't feel good to us, but we're not really doing anything with it, and we're just keep kind of going around and around, or we keep trying to stuff it down, then we're not really dealing with the issue, right? And it's time to take those swords out so we can let the heart mend. That's the big lesson here. Yeah, because there's still that wounded warrior, and both of you are there. Okay, but you're going to triumph. You're both going to work on it. So let's see what messages want to come out. Yeah, this separation is eating at me. I miss the sound of your voice, the taste of your lips, and the softness of your skin. I think of this a lot when I'm alone. I'm working on releasing fear, guilt, and animosity. Deep down, I feel I missed an opportunity. I don't want anyone to steal this connection from me, but I don't know how to show up for you. You deserve the best. God knew what he was doing when he created you. The need for control is restricting the unfolding of our connection. 3D expectations will only hinder the potential of what we're meant to be. So, all the confirmation right there. Okay? So, hope that helps you, babe. Alright. So, let's see. Anyone else? You're welcome. Melissa, alright. Got you down, babe. What's your question? Hey, Gina. Talk to me. Alright. You just want me to pull what as? Let's see. What do we have going on? Tell me something good. Tell me something good, Spirit. Ooh. Oh. So those, whoa, where are you going? Okay. Alright. What amazing messages do we have for my beautiful Melissa, please? And thank you all for being here. Thank you for donating and supporting this channel. Thank you for all of your likes and your shares. I appreciate you all. I love you, tribe. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. You always brighten my day. I really miss getting on live. I'm kind of sad that I only get to do it once a week, but I am quarantine baking. I like the way you think. I actually did that today too. But yeah, thank y'all, everybody. And, you know, at least I get my once a week, right? Gotta be grateful for that. I always look forward to my Wednesdays. One of these days. Alright, Melissa, what is going on, girl? What is going on? Oh, I just got a really strong message. Okay, so the cards that we have out are time to ground, respect your boundaries, know your fears, challenge your perception, see the truth, and do not fear the unknown, which pretty sure we talked about this in your last reading too, where there's this big shift that's coming up for you. Now, when it comes to grounding, I feel like there are a lot of opportunities that are coming up for you that are like really abundant opportunities, but there's situations that are being reflected back to you to show you where you need to like steady yourself. Okay. So respect your energy levels, respect your own boundaries, and understand that any fears that are coming up for you right now, it's really important for you to challenge your perception of those fears, because what I heard was, are they fears in a sense that you moving forward, right? Or is it actually your system? And this is where like this is the lesson that you're learning right now, is learning to decipher what is the red flag that says no, don't go that direction, and what is the fear that says like I can't make the move. Right? um, so you need to see the truth and do not fear what is behind the curtain, what is on the other side of that door that's opening up for you. Because I feel that some of the things that are coming up for you are old limiting belief patterns that are making you kind of question how, like, how am I going to make this happen? What is going to be on the other side of this? And to really challenge yourself at this time, because there's a lot of golden opportunities for you to make some serious moves coming up, right? But you also need to respect your energy levels in the sense of not pushing so much that you exhaust yourself, but also understanding that, like, don't pull back so much that it stops you from moving forward, right? So, um, there's a lot of wisdom here, and you have to lean into that wisdom, lean into that faith, and, you know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of signs and a lot of, um, because, like, on her, do not fear the unknown, she has the out to me right now, and I feel like it's almost going to be those moments where it's like, ding, ding, ding. That's it. That's the sign I've been looking for. That's the thought that's going to propel me. That's the energy that's going to help support me. Like, these are the things that are really you need to be paying attention to, okay? So we have bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as the lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So even if you can't get near the water, like a salt bath, that, like, cleansing your energy field and recharging your batteries. But I feel like this is more about you focusing your intention of what it is that you're trying to create, because um, fear that I am picking up on is more of, how are we going to be provided for if I go in this direction, right? And it's they're telling you that you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected at this time. There's that fire, right? So the water and the fire both are very cleansing, but the water is in flow, right? So the fire is there to cleanse and open up new opportunities, but the water is there to allow you that space to flow where you need to, instead of trying to restrict yourself. So clean up what needs to be cleaned up and flow where it needs to flow. Don't block yourself. Like, I'm getting like the beaver, the energy of the beaver. Don't build a dam. Don't restrict yourself at this time, okay? I'm also getting a lot of pressure around my third eye right now, so I would definitely, work on some visualization skills, get some of that creative energy flowing, make that vision board like we were talking about earlier, and create a sacred space for yourself, okay? Start putting little knickknacks. I would even suggest some acorns, because the acorns were really standing out to me in this card, okay? But create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So that relate to whatever goal or mission you have in mind that you're trying to accomplish at this time. And that way you're working hard towards. And the high priestess, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. Okay? So everything that you're learning about yourself and everything that you're putting into this power play that I'm hearing about, is going to help inspire others to do the same. So, yeah, that's some powerful stuff. Okay. All right. So let's pull a couple of these. That is not what I wanted to do. Get together, Jess. and organized. Like, I'm being like super particular with my cards right now. Okay, so organized, whatever that means for you. Get your shit in order. All right, so how is all of this information gonna help benefit her moving forward? What do we got from Melissa? So yeah, and that's probably from the fears, the frustration. Okay, so yeah, the sun and the moon. All right, so don't be afraid to, like, especially when you start feeling frustrated about whatever's coming up when it comes to the fear, right? Don't be afraid to lean on other people and get the support that you need, okay? Um, there's definitely some changes in the traditional ways of doing things. Don't think that just because you have a goal, or that, you have like either a business plan or whatever the case may be, don't feel like, you need someone to tell you, okay, this is the way to do it, or this is what you need to do, this is a good idea, this is not a good idea, whatever the case may be. Trust your inner knowing, trust your inner guidance system, but also understand that in the traditional ways of going about whatever you're trying to create for yourself doesn't necessarily have to be in that order. Right? It doesn't have to be the way that you think it has to look. There are other opportunities and other doors available to you that aren't going to be so frustrating. Okay? And that's why they want you to be more in flow and not so much trying to control the breakdown of what's trying to open up for you. Okay? So, I would also be... Why is this Princess of Wings here? I'm kind of getting this feeling of be careful of who you take advice from. Okay? Yeah, because the Chariot just came out reversed. Why is the Princess of Swords here? The Messenger. The Chariot being reversed. This is someone trying to stop or stagnate your flow. So, with that being said, they're taking the wind out of your sails. They're taking away the determination, okay? And competition's on the bottom. Also with defeat. Okay? So there could be people who, whether they are conscious of it or not, might not have the best intentions for you and how you're choosing to move forward. So just be aware of that. Okay? So choose your support system wisely. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I hope that helps. All right. No, yeah, Sheila, I'm feeling it too. I hope you feel better. Oh, congratulations on the new job, Sheila. Good. Very good. All right. So, let's see. Make sure no one else donated. All right. So, would anyone like a free card pull? I just want to help y'all out. Oh, yeah. Everything's getting canceled, girl. Unfortunately. Oh, sending you all the love, Sheila. All the loves. Anything in particular, Danny? What does Danny need to hear most of this time? What does Danny need to hear most? Seek your answers within. 36. So, seems like you're coming up to the end of a cycle, my friend. If you find yourself confused, your intuition and inner voice drowned out by the answers, wisdom, and advice of others, then it is time for you to step away. Withdraw to a place of solitude. Like the bear, it is time for you to hibernate, to go within and seek the void, and to embrace the silence within. Within that silence are the answers to your questions, and because they are answers born of your truths, they will be answers that move you forward instead of holding you still. Okay? Alright. That seems to answer that question, which we all know that. Alright. What about Kara? What does Kara need to hear? Whoa. So we have Mawu, Mother Earth. Let's see what she says. 81. Tribes getting 9s across the board. 81. Okay. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. There's no greater cause today than giving back to your mother and rekindling a friendship with the soil, air, and water. The earth is the life force for material life, and there's no sense in continuing a downward spiral of dirtying the planet with further pollution. Your contribution is necessary, no matter how small. You make a huge difference in this planet's welfare through small and simple changes in how you operate. It's worth it, believe me, and I accomplish this goal in all ways. Can also mean your life purpose involves environmentalism, using earth-friendly products, recycling, getting involved with an environmental group and teach others about environmentalism. I'm also hearing that if you are wanting to help support Gaia or trying to do some sort of ritual when it comes to manifesting, like create a little ritual outside where you have like whether it be a candle, a feather, some rocks, things that represent the different elements, and do a little ceremony to help Gaia through this transition too. I feel like she needs your help. So, yeah. All right. What about Cynthia? What does Cynthia need to know? What does Cynthia need to know? So you have forgiving and learning. So that breaks down to a 6. So that definitely means you were getting some major victory through your healing process. As you release, you experience more love in your present moments. The romance angels have heard your desire for great love, and they bring you this card as guidance. They see that your heart can give and receive the bliss of romance by clearing away the cobwebs of the past. The angels know that you have been hurt before and that you're weary of being hurt again, yet your defenses are creating barriers to allowing love into your life. As you heal your past, you won't keep recreating it. After all, you attract into your life the situations and relationships that remind you of what you've already experienced, because that is the primary tool of healing. To change to a healthier relationship pattern, it is necessary to detoxify any old anger, blame, or unforgiveness you may be holding. This includes forgiving yourself. If you call upon the angels and ask them to help you release and heal your past, they'll clear away the heaviness so that your heart can soar with happiness. All right. What does Sheila, beautiful sister, what does Sheila need here? So let me pull one more card to clarify. Why is this card coming up? What's this card coming up for Sheila? Okay. So I feel like, this definitely has to do with what you were talking about earlier, um, kind of going through this hardship within your relationship. I feel like it's really time for you to kind of um, start putting a little more focus on you having fun in your life, because I feel that with the deception card coming out, and I think we've had this talk before too, about like feeling that you can't be your authentic self because he just doesn't understand you on that level. So it's hard for you to be that fun, loving, free spirit that we all know you to be. And it's really time for you to bring some more passion into your life. And once you learn to do that on your own without the validation from him, it might re-spark some stuff between y'all, but I feel like it's necessary to create some distance, energetic distance right now, so that you can lean more on yourself than leaning into the relationship, okay? Um, so I feel like this is really about exposing yourself, right? In the best possible way, and learning to really accept you for you. And if he can't see that, then um, it's time for you to see it, okay? So, but this is all about you coming back to yourself and really learning to have fun again and enjoying your life and bringing that passion that this friction in your relationship has kind of been stagnating, right? So I think it's really important that when you take a step back and really learn to do that for yourself, then you'll kind of realize either what, okay? So I hope that helps you, baby. You're welcome. I love you so much, so much. Um, and we honor you too, Brooke. Fucking love you. Fucking love you. I love you all. Like, there are just so many beautiful, inspiring women and men in this group, and I love you all so much. I love you all so much. Cynthia says, wait, I think my question needs more time. Y'all make me emotional all the damn time. Like, every time I connect with y'all, it's so beautiful. I really do. Alright, Cynthia, thank you, baby. Alright, so going back into Cynthia's energy. And she had the forgiving and learning, right? So, alright. Yeah. Alright. So Cynthia, what do we have for Cynthia? What does she need to know? Let's bounce off of the forgiving and learning. Okay, so trust issues are going to be a major thing. Okay. Oh. Okay. So trust issues are going to be a major thing. I feel like you have just been by yourself for so long, that it's kind of one of those things where, trusting someone to come into your life is going to take a lot of effort. So that's really where they're getting to that forgiving and learning, where you might still feel anger or resentment towards your trust being betrayed. Okay, those are the areas that you want to focus on. Either gaining support from tribe, from friends, whatever the case is, um, to help you realize like um, just how safe it is for you to love yourself and to allow love in, right? Like how beautiful it can be to like really let people see you and love you and accept you for who you are. And I think tribe is a really good way to do that, because like I even put that into my intentions today, is if there is anything in this world that has taught me what unconditional love is, it is this tribe. Okay. um so allow, I feel like you might even meet someone through one of your friends or from this tribe, um, that might spark some sort of interest for you, or, it could be at a gathering or something. But I feel like there's something coming in for sure, if it hasn't already. Um, but I feel like it's still in that, like, either getting to know each other or taking the time to, or, because you are manifesting this person, but the trust issues are definitely going to be a factor, right? So they want you to really dig deep on those things, because whatever is coming in for you, Cynthia, it's definitely worth the wait. And there's a lot of attraction and romantic feelings here. So let's see. Let's see who this person is. What is this person's personality like? So someone who is adventurous, very passionate about life, someone who seems really balanced, very charming. Okay. But for quite some time too. Okay. And they're a little like, even though this person has a lot going on for them, again, they are fine with where they're at in life. So I feel like both of you are going to kind of be on that level of, do I actually let you fully in, right? Because we have indecision and privacy here with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. So I feel like they might be somewhat guarded in a way mentally, of like, they're more of an extrovert than they are an introvert, but it's what they portray. Like, they portray this on the outside, but when it comes to like really getting to know on a deeper level, they don't let a ton of people see that, right? So this person does have a lot of luck and a great attitude on their side, and really takes the time in order to move things more in their favor. I feel like this person does have a really good head on their shoulders. Um, and they're looking for someone to kind of complete their life, right? To I keep hearing like this partner in crime, like to go on these adventures with, right? Um, but they are looking, they're calling it in too, because we have the Ace of Cups here. So um yeah, but with the Wheel of Fortune, ain't necessarily afraid to be alone, um but they're also looking for that completion. Okay, and you can see the masculine and the feminine there. I don't know if I can get that to, but um you know, she almost looks like she's just loving her life. She's sitting there dancing. She's got her hand on her hip, and he's like, "Hey," and let me see if I can get that. Maybe a little bit, but he's just like, "How you doing? Hey, Cynthia." um, but it's by you really taking, very much so. All right. So, what are his intentions towards Cynthia once they get to know each other? Okay. So, he's coming in as the King of Wands. Um, oh, shit. Um, okay. So I feel like he's very financially stable and very much a leader in his life, that is, you know, like really trying to build up his reputation, is what I'm hearing. But he wants to be really stable and very passionate towards you, but either way, he's coming in as the Kings. But if y'all end up meeting somewhere, like I was saying with the let your friends help you, whether y'all meet at like a social gathering or something like that, maybe you're just there having a good time and he's like, hey, that kind of thing. I feel like there's going to be quite a few people watching you that you may petition. That's what I'm getting from this card. Once you get to know each other, he's not going to want this to end. The Death card is reversed, and the Eight of Pentacles is something like, I really want to build with you. I really want to work on this, and again, get to know the deeper levels, right? Once you put in the work and you get finer details. So this is going to be something that's very unexpected, something that really, I feel like this is going to be a soulmate that comes in from a past life. But it's going to be a very balanced energy exchange between the two of you. I feel like it's going to be very much. But yeah, that's why they're telling you to start working on those trust issues now, because like both of you are kind of going through that right now of like, I'm used to being by myself and I'm okay being by myself, but I also want something that's going to help, like, complete that cycle and that area of my life. So, but be in the moment, okay? Be in the moment and just allow yourself to be free, because that's what's going to be the most attractive to this person. Yeah. Listen, the internet has been wild lately. So, yeah, Cynthia, that's really exciting. I'm happy for you. Yeah, I really like this deck too. Oh, yeah. So, does anyone else have a question for me? The internet's been crazy. Yeah, absolutely. What's your question? What can I do for you? You're welcome, babe. I loved you. And I'm just letting you know as soon as that person. So, and another thing is, especially in the next, I'm getting like months or whatever, really be open to going to social gatherings. So if you get like a random call, like, hey, we're all getting together, come over, be open to going to some sort of gathering. Okay. That's that's what I'm hearing. So, point of focus. Yeah, right. Yeah, don't leave anyone else out, okay? All right. So, Brooke, point of focus. What does Brooke need to focus on? I feel like I want to pull one from the God I focus on. Whoa. Okay, what? Okay. So you have see the truth and be strong. Um, so don't be deceived. Be watchful and mindful of the illusions others weave around themselves and that you may weave around yourself. Know the night. Understand the shadows. See through the darkness to pay attention to contradictions. Notice when actions and words are not in harmony. Hone your intuition and insight so that you may know the minds and hearts of those around you and yourself, and trust in the wisdom born of that awareness. And then be strong, stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. 99. So, see yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or any condition. You are the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in a new light of beautiful feminine strength, your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships to help you manifest your highest potential. Being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real, allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, and most of all, be strong. Well, I think that's very fitting. very fitting for what you've been processing. So, yeah, girl. That just means you're on track, though. You know, everything that has come to awareness for you, that needs to be your focus right now. So, keep up the good work, okay? Does anyone else want a card? Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for loving me and supporting my channel. All right, Michelle. What can I do for you, babe? You are so strong. So strong. You are one of the baddest bitches I know. I can tell you that. Mm. All right. Advice for Michelle, please. Advice for Michelle. Whoa. Okay. So the mask is coming fully off. Fully off. Things are being revealed and your truth is being revealed, especially when it comes to your perception of what is right and what is wrong when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? When it comes to protecting your own and your emotions, there's a lot of gateways that are opening up for you, and I feel like this is one of those like final nudges towards completing this cycle of perception of self, of whether it's like acceptable or validated or whatever the case may be. Anything that has to do with your authentic truth and what has been caught up in societal, normalities and that kind of thing, or just belief systems that you have been taught to suppress self. All of these things are coming up for you in order for you to protect your authenticity, right? There's a lot of changes around your heart center that's happening right now as well. With the seek your destiny, that third eye, right? Like, that's definitely opening up, but it's helping you transform. It's allowing you deeper access to different dimensions, okay? To different aspects of yourself, to different lifetimes that you have been in. And it's also helping you realize just how much all of this is connected with your divine purpose in this life, okay? I feel like there will be some steps to take, but there's this sense of mysticism too. And also, I remember a meditation that I had done. Um, okay, yeah. So there's a meditation that I did, and they had me pay close attention to, like, especially with the ways when it comes to these cards. So with embrace the darkness, the path is more wide and the trees are further apart, right? So the trees represent your relationships. So what when it came to you suppressing your authenticity, it made you harder to connect and have deeper, like, close connections, right? But now that you're coming to this point of really accepting you for who you are and allowing this activation with your third eye to happen, these portals are opening up. Look how close all these trees are. And look how dense it is, right? So all of these relationships coming into your life by you basing that. Like these relationships are showing up in your life, and it's creating almost this fortress around you to let you be reminded, I am protected, I am loved, I am secure in my life and with my truest self, right? So this is what you're learning on this path, and you're also realizing with the of you revealing your truest self and who is not. Okay, so you're starting to see other people's true colors as well. Yeah, there's some big changes coming up, girl. Big changes coming up. Alright. Anything else from this deck? Change is unavoidable. So they want me to read that one. So 6. Alright. Change is unavoidable. Every second of every day you undergo change. Your perception is altered by what you see, feel, and experience from one moment to the next. Your body ages and moves closer to death with every breath. Autumn will always come to an end to end the bounty of summer, and the new hope of spring will always follow the winter. Change is all around you. Do not let fear bind you to the past and prevent you from enjoying your present and future. So choose instead to embrace it with acceptance and peace. Damn. So let's pull some goddess cards on this. What is all of this teaching her to embrace about herself? So it's very similar to Kara. It's realizing the impact that you have on this world, right? The golden opportunities, you can manifest your clear intentions into reality, and you are manifesting new doors. Important doors are opening up for you right now. Walk through them, and with undying love, the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So all of these activations that you have been going through are opening you up to a higher form of love, whether that's love for yourself, love for your life, love for your journey, love for tribe, whatever it is. It's like all these opportunities are coming up for you to like just embrace yourself, your femininity, your sexuality, and everything that you encompass in this world to bring that light in, right? So it is. And look, just look how freaking peaceful and confident she looks, right? Like she knows. She knows that she is every bit of that love, right? All right, so let's pull. Let's do this. All right. So, what is all of this leading her towards when it comes to her mission on this planet? What is she being pulled to do? Give her some clarity and accurate information. Okay. So, I feel like the reason why you don't know yet is because it hasn't been revealed to you. okay? Because there are still aspects of yourself that you need to accept and embrace. Again, the change is unavoidable came out again, but love that you are different, right? So it's about, again, revealing that truth within. The more that you reveal your truth and understand your individuality, your authenticity, and start to listen to the messages that you're receiving and acting upon them, learning those lessons, washing away those burdens, and any limitations that you put on yourself about like what your mission could possibly be. Listen, I was just having this conversation last night too. Some people get so caught up thinking that their mission has to be something big or grand, and like, oh, you have to make a difference, and in order to make a difference you have to do what, like, me, Brooke, and Danny are doing, or Kara, or Ellie, and Dewey. Like, you don't have to put your face online in order to make a difference, right? Sometimes our mission is just to be a light in this world, to, like, okay, one of my beautiful soul sisters at the Spiritual Light Center, she is so authentically her. Like, she is brightly colored, she has different colored hair, she wears mixed match clothes, she is every bit of her uniqueness and gives absolutely no fucks, and I love it. And I told her, if there is anything that you teach this world, it is to be so much of yourself, regardless of what that looks like. You are inspiring others to accept themselves as they are, no matter how ridiculous other people might think it is, right? Because so many people are trying to fit into this box. So many people are trying to sell their soul in order to feel accepted, validated, whatever. Whatever it is for you, like, whatever you are or do with your authenticity, with your light, sometimes that's all it is, right? Now, the transformation that you are going through is enough of an inspiration for others, because listen, it might just be you sharing your story. Maybe you find some sort of group, like they're leading me somewhere with this. Maybe you find a group of ladies that have been through, troubled marriages, and your success story of how you came back to your truest self, and have, maybe leading some workshops later down the road. You know what I'm saying? All these things that we go through help us understand our role and what we can do to help inspire the collective to be the best versions of themselves, no matter what that fucking looks like, right? So I feel like that might be something where you do something more, where you kind of start up like support groups and stuff like that. I think you would be really good at that. But I really feel that it, you are meant to support people. Like, you are meant to help inspire people with your success story. Yeah. Yeah. That's, and, sharing what you've been through and allowing people to hear your story. And giving people the tools they need, right, in order to nourish themselves, to do things to help uplift them, right? Like, that's gonna make a huge difference. So, um, yeah, your same cards, okay? But this is things that you have been carrying from life to life, okay? So, and usually, okay, like for me personally, I have always been scared of public speaking my entire life. I was always so scared of being heard, always scared of being in the spotlight and being seen. Look at me. These are things that I had to overcome. But, you know, I was always meant to be a healer. I was always meant to be seen and heard and to motivate the masses. Like, I've done it so many lives. That's why I've been persecuted so many times. Because obviously my ass don't know when to, pipe down. Be like, ah. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that we, have to end up transcending and getting past in order for the message to be heard, right? So, think of things that you've always been scared to do, but you always felt like you had the courage to do it. That's always a good sign, right? So, mm-hmm. Well, yes. Yeah. Writing is a huge, especially in a book form, like that would be a great way to get your story out and still help motivate the masses, right? So, yeah. That would be a good place to start. Mhm. You're welcome, baby. I love you. But yeah, I really do feel like um whether it be small groups or support groups, those kind of things. But yeah, if you're being called to write either way, however you share your story, that is uh, that is a great way to get your story out. Absolutely. So yeah, guys. All right. Can I help anyone else before I hop off? I think I'm gonna cut it kind of short tonight. But I just wanted to get on and connect with y'all and love on y'all a little bit because y'all deserve it. We deserve it. I love sharing energy with y'all. Much for showing up and just being who you are. This is the most amazing tribe. And um, I thank you all for showing up for not only me, but yourselves, and allowing us to share this beautiful energy together and leaning on each other for support. Y'all are so amazing and just such strong individuals. And I just want to remind you just how badass we all are. Um, we are going to make some really big changes in this world and in this life. And I'm really glad that we all get to do this together. So keep doing your thing, okay? And don't stop for anything. And if you ever need someone to inspire your ass and be your cheerleader, you know who to call on this group, okay? We got you. We got you. I know. I say it all the time too, Brooke. I say it all the time too. And maybe it is biased, but I really do. I really feel like we got very, very lucky having this tribe come together. We all do, Colby, but thank you for that. I really appreciate it. We are an amazing group, and I am just so blessed to have you all in my life, and I thank God for y'all all the time. Like one of the first day of my 21-day abundance, we had to write at least 50 people that have inspired us, and I started writing down bam, 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 bam. It's like, oh my God, I am just so grateful for the tribe that has been brought into my life and the connections that have been made. Like, I could not ask for better, and I thank y'all for keep inspiring me to keep going after my dreams and my goals, and um, constantly supporting me and loving me just for who I am. So, yeah, right back at you, Brooke. Right back at you. But yeah, guys, we are gonna make some big changes, and I know Spirit brought us all together for this reason. So, um, it's amazing. I have never had this deep of connections with anyone in my life, and I'm eternally grateful for every single one of you. Every single one of you. So, with that being said, I love you all so much, and I do ask that anyone I have connected to tonight, that we all allow our energy to come back to the individual um, person, and allowing the energy that we have all shared to continue to uplift us and inspire us to make a change and a vibrational difference in this world, and allow and honor Gaia's process of healing and the healing we are going through with her, and respecting the cycles and rhythms that we are all experiencing at this time. I also ask that any energy that is not for any of our highest good be shed and dissipated into the universe, where it can no longer affect our growth or our happiness, and allow nothing but abundant, loving energy to fill our entire being and lift our spirits to new heights. So, with that, I wish y'all a wonderful night. So much love, many blessings, and we'll keep in touch. I love you all, my friends. Good night.